Hi everyone, this is Vicki. I'm going to do a tutorial today on the coaster, the crochet coasters for the beginner. So, first of all, you need your fabric, about 1/4 of a yard of fabric, washed and dried. And then what you're going to do is cut it in strips. I have a small piece right here of fabric, so I'm just going to show you how to cut it. And so you're just going to cut about 1 inch or 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches, and you don't need to measure it, but be careful when you get down to the end. You don't want to rip it all the way down, because if you have another piece, it's just harder. If this is a one, make it so it's one piece, and it's just harder to do this if you have pieces to piece together. I mean, it can be done. I don't think I'll have time to show you how to do it in this video, so try to keep it so you don't rip the whole thing. And you know, of course I have. So all the way down, and so you get this long strip, right? See how long? And you'll do the whole 1/4 of a yard. Now, at the end, you're going to make a slip knot, and this is just how I do it. Make a slip knot, okay? So, let me just show you how to do that again. Okay, so what I do is I make a circle, I put this end into that side, I hold my tail in my hand and bring that like this, and then I have, you know, a loop. I get my crochet hook, my N, and this is what we're using today. It's just the N. There are others that you can use that are larger hooks and stuff, but this is what I'm using. So this is the tutorial I'm teaching. So you hold your tail and you go around and you pull it through once, and that's called a chain. Pull it through again, and you've got your second chain. Okay, so you have 2 chains. You put the hook into the first chain, and you wrap your fabric over the hook, and you bring it through the hole, that first chain, and then you wrap it again, and you have two fabrics right there, see? And you're going to grab this fabric and pull it through 1 and pull it through 2, and that's called single crochet. Okay, it's called single crochet. So you're going to do 5 of them in this hole. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm at my end of my rope here. So so let me show you on the next part, okay, that you will have. So then you have this, okay, this is where I was. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to do one more. So I'm going to do, this is my hole, this is number 5, okay? So here's 5, and I'm coming to the end. Now what I want to do is to put it in that first single crochet hole, and I'm going to bring it through, and rather than coming over here, I'm going to connect it to make this first circle. Okay, so there is my circle. Okay, so that is a slip stitch, and that goes right together so it's one round. All right, and then you're going to pull your tail, and it's going to close. It's going to go, you know, close as much as it can. And then you're going to do just one chain up like this. And what that does is makes it so that you can go around another row above. Otherwise, it's going to be a spiral, or round spiral, okay? So you're going to go up one, and then you're going to go through here, and you're going to do, in each hole, you're going to do 2 single crochets. So there's 1 single crochet, and there's a second single crochet. All right, and so every one that you go through is going to be 2 single crochets every hole. So there's 1, and there's 2. Okay, and just so I can get this through this video without getting cut off, I'm going to go show you. I went through each hole around, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so I did 2 in each hole, so now this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'm at the end here. This is the last one with the 2. There's 1 and 2, and what I'm going to do is grab a hold of this hole here, and I'm going to connect it. Go through the first one, bring it through, and do a slip stitch, and that connects this whole ring here, the second ring. All right, and then you're going to do 1 chain up. So you're going to do 1 chain up so that you'll have start working on the second, third row around. So then this time I'm going to do 2 in the next one. 1, 2, and then you're going to do 1 in the next one. So you're making it larger, circle larger, but you're not making it advancing it further than that. So then you're going to do 1. So every other one you're going to do 2 and 1. So I did 1, and the next one I'll do 2. Okay? So I'll show you what that looks like when you get to the end. So now this is the end. You did 1 crochet and 2 crochets, 1 crochet, 2 crochet, single crochets. Okay. All right. So you're at your end, and this is here. You're like this. Let's see if I did this. And then we're going to connect it. Going through here, we're going to pull through here and do a slip stitch, and it's done. So what you want to do is let this go. You want to cut the fabric, and then you're going to go through this last one and pull it through. Well, we're not supposed to do that, but okay. So you have a tail, and hopefully you have a longer tail than I had, you know, because I ripped the end off. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your needle. These are large needles with a blunt end, and you can use this, and you can, what you want to do is to hide the end of this, stick it through one of the loops, and then you're going to do it again 2 or 3 times. Just to hide that tail, okay? And then you're going to, another thing you can do is you can use, if you have crochet hooks, you can just use your crochet hook and go through the end, find the end, pull it through, and keep pulling it through so that it doesn't unravel, okay? So you can do that with these other pieces. This is what happens when you rip the ends and then you have to piece it together. But you can just hide those all in there too with a crochet hook or your or this needle. And I don't know what this is called, but you can find them in the notions in the sewing department. And that's how you make the crochet coasters. So I'll leave a link below to Tutu Amy's tutorial. Hers is a little different. She uses a larger crochet hook, and I find for me it doesn't work for me, but so it might work for you, you know. She uses a larger crochet hook, and she doesn't do the extra chain going up, but I find this works for me. I've been doing several of them, as you can see. I made 12 of these, and then, you know, I have made these on larger ones, and I think what you can do, you know, is even make them, I think these are large enough you can put the little soup, like this little soup mug fits on here, as well as the cup, or a glass. And this one is a little smaller, so you can use this type on a glass. So there's lots of things you can make and do and with these, but they are fun. So just practice, and you could take it. I mean, I don't know how many times I've taken things apart and redid it and just kind of perfect it the way you want it. And so but that's the basics. And if you need any other instructions for it, there are a lot of them online. And when I make the rag basket, I will also link a couple other ones that I found were helpful. And you know, when you go through tutorials, some speak more to you than others. Mine not speak to some, so you know, look around. And I don't see too many people using the fabric. You're using rope and yarn, but I really like the fabric because it's shabby chic. So just look around, and I will leave Tutu Amy's link for her rag basket. I'm sorry, she doesn't make a rag basket. For the rag coasters, she calls them something else, but you can look at hers and see if that one is more helpful to you. But I enjoyed making this for you. It took me a long time to do it, but do have fun, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.